case on the news.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready! And Lobo. Leo, now.
On first down, it's Taylor. He finds an opening past the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 74 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. Throwing on second down. Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's letting it fly, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ready up.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
To throw on second down. Eason going right side here, and that's complete.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Eason. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, shoot!
42, Mike 42.
Watch the run. Bam, bam. Bang, 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 bang.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Go out.
Check, check.
Now.
Check, check, check.
Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11
Hey, exit.
at the 45-yard line.
Look at me. Go. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason flushed out right. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Ready.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
132 fighter. Smooth.
2nd and 13. Complete to Hilton. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Who that? Kill.
Go. Now.
On 3rd down, Taylor, and he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Bridgewater. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. A first down carry here for Johnson. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Bridgewater now from the 50. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. Focus, defense, focus. Mike 18, Mike 18. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line.
And there was absolutely 0 pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
To throw is Bridgewater. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Amari Cooper there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, Eason. Going to throw right side here, complete. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
2nd and 14. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Operating from the gun, Eason. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tim Patrick, 59 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Go! Hey, Delta!
Mike's 42, Mike's 42.
Go!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
50, Mike, 50. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Look at me, zipper.
You won't see me in your nightmares, son.
Go. Sneak grip.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this ride?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Bridgewater on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Bridgewater. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Here I come.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island, no good. Single receiver.
Check your hot read. Check 52. Yo, it's motion.
To throw, Bridgewater. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Amari Cooper saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point good by Prater, and that will put them on top here in the third. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2. And some room to roam now. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
The teams have a tough time running the ball.
Johnson, it's poke free. Football's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Cooper was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw it. He finds his target, Fuller. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Here's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on second and long. Bridgewater. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Kill. Watch 18. 18's the mic. Let's go, D. Big C.
Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
42, man. 46.
Looking to throw. Eason. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. 36 yards. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Come on,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Switch it.
Switch on Travis. 5.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. We'll see what our referee says. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Let's go, D.
From the gun, Stevens. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Get away. Check 43. Check 99. Check 99.
Now Taylor. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Hey, I 7.
51 the mic, boy. 51.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 51 the mic. 51 the mic.
I got one.
Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. And he's got his man Hilton. A gain of 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
22, check, Bowman. 22, check, Bowman. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
From the 24, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
Way strong. Drive on. Hayward. Wide. Get wide. Cover.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
A 4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater. And no, it's incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Hey, lock it.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Forced out to his left. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Bravo. Rush in. Fight.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Hey, box truck. 51. Hey, let's get some penetration. Go. Let's get some penetration.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Get it.
To throw on second down, Eason. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Johnson running right. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down. Here we go with Johnson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
He was defended by Galen Ramsey.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Bridgewater. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Bridgewater to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long from Houston.
high.